You're standing behind the glass, looking at two cars parked under the canopy, both engines off, both waiting. The phone on the wall is ringing. It has never rung before. A voice tells you to send one of them away. Anyone. You have 90 seconds. You don't know which car is carrying the man they're waiting for, and which one is carrying the man who came for him. But here's the thing. The worst night at this gas station didn't start tonight. Let's go back. You work the overnight shift at a gas station on a highway. 40 minutes from the nearest town in either direction. 6 cars a night, sometimes 4. You mop a floor nobody walks on. You restock a cooler nobody opens. You watch the road get darker until the road stops being a road and becomes a black gap between 2 rows of trees. There's a bus ticket pinned to the wall above the register. Open date, no destination printed. You bought it 14 months ago. Every shift you look at it, every shift you tell yourself you're getting closer. The first time, it's a sedan. It pulls under the canopy, and the engine shuts off. Nobody gets out. Nobody comes inside. You watch it for a while, and then you stop watching, because staring at a parked car for 40 minutes is a strange thing to do with your life. Then a second car pulls in. It parks beside the first one. It sits there for 8 minutes. Then both cars leave. Neither one bought fuel. Neither one bought anything. In the morning, you check the camera log because you're curious, not because you're worried. The footage from that night didn't save. You didn't turn the cameras off. Somebody did. Next shift, there's an envelope on the counter. It wasn't there when you clocked in. Inside is cash and a note with 4 words on it. Don't watch the monitors. You stand there holding it for a long time. You could call the police right now. But what would you say? 2 cars parked at a public gas station and left. Nothing happened. Nothing was stolen. Nobody was hurt. You put the envelope in your jacket. And here's the part that matters. You don't do anything. Doing nothing is the whole job. That first night, you just turn your chair to face the window instead of the screens. That's it. That's all it takes. Over the next month, you turn your chair 11 times. / Ray starts coming in around 3 in the morning. He worked this station for 9 years before you. Quit 6 months ago, but he still drives out here for coffee, which should tell you something because the coffee is terrible. He's easy to talk to. He shows you which tap under the sink leaks and how to hit the coffee machine so it gives you a free cup. He asks if you're saving for anything. You tell him about the ticket. He looks up at it on the wall for a second. Good place to save, he says. It's quiet out here. / It happens slowly. Leave the back door unlocked on Tuesdays. Hold on to this key. Someone will come for it. If a blue van pulls in, tell the driver the coffee machine is broken. He'll understand. Every step is small, every step pays, and somewhere in there, it stops being about not watching. You're not turning your chair anymore. You're part of it, and you're good at it. And being good at something feels like being someone. You count your savings on a slow Tuesday. It's not bus ticket money anymore. It's apartment money. First and last month in a city where nobody knows your name. You find Ray in the stockroom with a notebook. He's writing down license plates. He doesn't try to hide it. He just closes it and asks if you want to sit down. And then he explains it to you calmly, like a man explaining how a septic system works. This station is neutral ground. Every side knows it. Nobody starts anything here because there's a person behind the counter making sure nothing starts. Take the station away, and those meetings don't stop happening. They move somewhere with no rules and no witness and no man behind the glass. 9 years, he says. 9 years and nobody died at this station. Not one. And he isn't lying. Not in a single sentence. You ask why he quit. He says he got tired. He says it took him a year and a half to find a replacement. Somebody steady. Somebody who wants out. Then he points at the ticket on the wall. A man who's trying to leave, he says, never gets greedy. / It's a Thursday in October. 2 cars pull in at the same time. That isn't supposed to happen. The whole point is that it never happens. The phone on the wall rings. That phone has never rung. Not once in 14 months. You pick it up. A voice you don't know tells you to send one of them away. Doesn't matter which. 90 seconds. Then the line goes dead. You call Ray. It goes to voicemail. You look out at the 2 cars. Same make. Same dark color. Both engines off. Both waiting. One of them is carrying someone who came here expecting to be safe. The other is carrying someone who came here because they knew he would. 60 seconds. You could stay behind the glass and do nothing at all. That's what you're good at. But doing nothing means both cars stay, and whatever was going to happen happens right here, at your station, on your shift. 30 seconds. You walk out from behind the counter. You push the door open. The air outside is cold and smells like diesel. You knock on the window of the car on the left. You tell the driver the pumps are down, that the nearest working station is 15 miles up the road. You don't look at his face. You make yourself not look at his face. The car pulls out. The remaining car sits there for another 40 minutes. Then it leaves too. Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. And that's the part you'll never get past. You will never find out what you did. There's no news story. Nobody ever mentions it. You made the biggest decision of your life with no information, and the world declines to tell you whether you were right. / you mop the floor. The sky goes from black to gray to a washed-out kind of blue. The morning guy shows up at 6 and complains about traffic. Everything is exactly the way it always is. Before you clock out, you take the bus ticket down off its nail because for the first time in months, you actually want to look at it. The print date is on the back. It expired 4 months ago. You've been staring at it every single shift, and you never once read it. A week later, they hire a kid for the day shift. 20, maybe 21, doesn't know anything. You show him which tap under the sink leaks. You show him how to hit the coffee machine so it gives you a free cup. He asks you if you're saving up for something, and you hear your own voice say it. Good place to save. It's quiet out here. You spent 14 months waiting for one bus to take you out of this town. Now you're the reason everyone else drives in.